Hello guys, please welcome to my channel once again. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use CapCut video editing app on your phone from start to finish. Now, I've earlier on made a video on top 5 editing apps you can find on your phone, and CapCut, however, was one of them. But in this particular video, I'm going to be showing you how you can actually be able to use this particular app effectively when it comes to editing videos on your phone. If you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel as we dive into this very quickly. Now, it's basically free to use, and once you've got the application installed on your phone and actually got your footage ready, what you need to do is open it up, and this is how the interface looks like. Once you've come here, you've got an option to tap onto the project to introduce new content that you actually want to edit. So for example, I'm actually going to edit this particular video of mine. However, you've got an option here that allows you to actually cut the video here or trim it before actually sending it to the editing platform. But if you actually got your video already fit to be edited, you can go ahead and tap onto add option. Now right here, this is how it looks like when you introduce your content to be edited. You've actually got the edit option showing up right here. Now this is how you can actually be able to trim videos. It is similar to the option that we have merged earlier on introducing this particular video. And then right here, you can actually be able to introduce audio. Now when it comes to music, you need to actually be sure of the particular music you actually want to use in your content. So right here, you can go ahead and tap onto sound, and then right here you have choices to make whether you actually need to use music or audio provided by this particular editing platform, or you are actually going to extract the audio from a particular video that you have got available on your phone, and you actually want to use the sound from that particular video. You can actually tap onto this particular extracted option and then go ahead and extract the music from that particular video that you have got available on your phone. You can actually tap onto this particular option and then introduce audio or music to your video if you want. Now moving on, we've actually got text. Basically, this actually allows you to add writings onto your video. Now if you actually add or finish adding those particular text onto your video, you can actually go ahead and then use these particular options available here to change the font style and then the border or the size of the font that you have added onto your video. Once that is done, we are moving on quickly onto stickers, and right here you've actually got the option to introduce stickers onto your video. So basically, if you are talking about a particular application or something that you need your audience to actually know about, you can go ahead and input that particular sticker onto your video and then position it properly to the particular spot that you want it to actually be situated. Right here you've got options to introduce stickers that they have got available on this particular editing platform. Now once that is done, you can go ahead onto the next option, which is actually overlay. Now with this particular option, it is available on other applications as peep or layover. Basically, you can actually use this particular option and then introduce B-roll onto this particular video. So if you actually want to add a particular video on top of this particular video that you have got available onto the editing platform, you can go ahead and tap onto this particular overlay. Like I said, it is peep on other applications, and on some apps also they've got it as layers. So once you've tapped onto this particular option, now basically I use this for bringing in my subscription button. So once you've got the green screen subscribe button or any overlay or b-roll that you actually want to add on top of the particular video that you are editing, go ahead and tap onto that particular overlay option and then bring forth the content that you want to actually add. So I'm going to move ahead and add the subscription button and show you how you can actually be able to use that particular option very effectively. All right, so basically I am going to add this particular subscribe button onto that particular video of mine. Once you've come here, there are several options that you can actually use in editing this particular or positioning this particular overlay that you have added onto this particular video that you are editing currently. Now right here you've got an option to actually open it up if you want to open it up to a particular size that you want. If you actually want to split this particular content, you've got an option here that actually gives you the ability to actually split the overlay or b-roll that you have actually added on top of the particular video that you are editing. Now right here we've got speed. With the speed, you can increase or decrease the speed of the b-roll that you have actually added onto the video that you are editing. We've got volume. If you've got audio coming from the video that you have actually added as b-roll, you can tap onto this particular option and then adjust the video or lower it completely if you do not want that to actually sound to you. Now we've got splash, animation, and I'm moving on quickly to a particular option that you can actually use to remove the green pigment or the green screen from this particular b-roll that you have actually introduced. Now right here we've got extract audio. So if you tap onto this particular option, you are going to actually take the audio coming from this particular b-roll and then the video will be deleted. Moving on quickly, we've got edit and then to the particular option that I told you about. Now right here we've got Chroma Key. With the Chroma Key, you are basically going to remove a particular color that you do not want available on your b-roll. So currently I've got green that I want to actually remove. What I need to do is actually select the green, and then right here you need to go ahead and tap onto intensity. You need to quickly move this particular option and then that will take out the green completely. Play it over and then see if that has been fully taken off. Now once you've got that taken off, you can actually go ahead and work with this particular option if you want, but that has been it for this particular option. You can actually push it or place it at a particular spot that you want, but you can go ahead and actually close it a bit and make it look smaller, or definitely you know what you actually got your video or overlay available right here for. So once that is done, you can go ahead and move on. Moving on from the overlay, we've actually got effect. Now basically with the effect, you are actually going to add video effect or body effect to the video that you are editing. So if you actually got a video that is showing you all out, you can actually go with the body effect. Now with this, you got cool effects available here for your TikTok videos and other related fancy content that you actually want to edit. You've got some amount of effect here available for you to actually use if you want. You've got video effect that you can actually bring these particular images that will be popping onto your screen or your video if you want. Moving on very quickly, we've actually got filters, and as the name sound, you already know what filters mean. You are literally going to change the color, increase the warmth, keep your video very natural, and all sorts of things that you actually want to make your video look the way you want. Now with this, you can actually select from a couple of options available here. If the intensity is actually very huge and you want it to be a bit natural or warm, you can go ahead and reduce the particular filter that you have actually selected for your video. Now once you've introduced that particular filter and you want it to be positioned at some point alone, you can go ahead and split and delete the other part and then place it or move it to a particular spot that you want the filter to actually affect that particular spot alone. If you've done something that you actually not okay with and it was a mistake, so to speak, you can go ahead and then tap onto this particular option, which is actually undo, and then that will actually delete that activity that you have actually carried out. Now right here we've got format. If you are working on a video for YouTube, you actually know the deal. You are going by 16:9. If it is something that looks this way, maybe possibly a TikTok, 9:16 is basically good for you. Now that is how that works. If it is for Instagram, you know the deal. You know the option to actually select for your video content. Now moving on onto canvas. If you actually close your video a bit and you've got borders available here with the canvas, you can actually select a color for your borders and the background as well. You've got blur, which gives you an option to actually blur a particular spot that you actually want to blur. Basically, you are actually making that particular spot invisible to your audience if you want. Now right here, if you do not want to actually pick a particular filter for your video, you can go ahead and adjust you know how you can be able to do that. Adjust, add warm, natural, and then add saturation and all that, color and exposure if you want. Moving on to one particular thing which I've actually let go of or have not made mention of is actually this particular edit option. Now you've got ability to actually split videos. Now once you've actually split your content, you can go ahead and hold this particular spot and then move it closely. That is going to delete the particular spot that you are actually closing in. Now right here, if you actually not okay with that particular way of actually closing video, you can go ahead and move to a particular spot that you want to actually delete. So if you actually split this particular option, that is going to leave this particular spot alone. You can decide to join by using transitions which are available, and you know the deal. You can use the particular transition that you actually want to use for your video content. Now you can actually reduce the audio from your video, increase the size by tapping onto the edit option right here, and then all these options are available for you right here to actually use. Now one thing about CapCut editing app is they've actually got their logo available at the end of your video edit. So once you do not actually want that particular logo to be shown at the end of that video, you can go ahead and tap on it and then click on delete. Now that is automatically going to delete the logo showing at the end of the video edit. So right here you've actually got your video ready to be actually saved. Now one thing that I really need to talk about, when you click onto the edit option, you can hold that video this way and then enlarge it to the particular spot that you want. So you can basically just increase the size of it or zoom out if you want. Now once the video is ready to be saved, you can tap onto this particular option and then export your video to the highest resolution that you actually can take on your phone. So mine can actually go as high as 4K, and then you can actually select the frame that you want to actually export your video in. So once that is done, I think I've said enough so far. If there's something that you think I've let go of that I've not made mention of, you can actually let go of that in the comment section and I'll be able to address that to you properly. Now if this particular video has been very helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more lessons like this in the coming days, as I will be coming your way again with another exciting piece of content. Please have a great day.